What's up, Internet? It's Will Shocker on a mission to shock the world with fantastic content, and today we're going to be risking 10 million silver worth of gear in the Black Zone, so you don't have to. You'll get to see what it's like to run around with Gucci gear with none of the risks, so be sure to like, subscribe, and watch all the way to the end of the video for the 5 million silver giveaway. All you have to do is leave a comment with your character name, server, and the password that will be revealed towards the end of the video. This is my way of saying thanks for watching. Let's get right into it. So, we've got 10 million silver worth of gear in my bank. We're going to open up my bank, put the gear on, jump into the Black Zone, and see what happens. So here's my gear. I've got a Hunter Hood, Undead Cape, Miner Boots, Invis Pot, some Gathering Tools, Gathering Mount, Satchel of Insight, of course. And we're leveling up Crystal Reaper today because I did finish my Realm Breaker. Hop onto some cabbage soup, get myself some treats, some treaty treats. Where are they? I guess I need more. Let's go get some treaty treats. Get some Halloween candy. Halloween treaty treats. Boop, 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 boop. Ba, 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 ba. There it is. Alright, so now we're going to pop food and we're going to pop treat and we're going to do a few minutes in Safe Zone Portal. So be sure to watch my content because my channel has two problems. So people aren't subscribing and people aren't watching. So hopefully I can make things interesting. We shall see. But here we are at a tier 5 quality 4 Black Zone map. We're going to run around and do some shenanigans looking for some trouble. There's the dead body. And here is a monster camp. So we're going to boom right there. And I have another E that I can use. Is that like a dash that I could just keep using? What the heck? What the heck? That seems kind of broken. What? That's kind of OP. Oh, now I need an assassin hood, though, to reduce that cooldown. It's quite a long cooldown, actually. So I guess that's why it's so strong. It's because you can't use it very often. But the Crystal Reaper seems pretty good to me, man. It seems kind of strong. Boom. 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 Another E. Another E. Now it's got a 20-second cooldown. That's a lot of dashing. I guess that's a lot of combat power. You get a lot of damage output with the Crystal Reaper. I'm quite surprised. It's quite a lot of damage. I guess it's gotta be, considering how rare and expensive it is. You know, they kind of make it a little bit stronger than all the other axes, so that you get your money's worth, you know what I mean? Boom! That is so much damage. It looks kind of like a Lego block, I don't know. But hey, let's get this camp. Let's get this camp, get some fame. Objective complete, don't see any people. Always nice to get some privacy. Get some more books. Move on to the next objective. Yeah. Crystal Reaper seems kind of cool. I kind of like it. It's easy to use, which is always nice. It's always nice for things to be easy to use. I don't think the dash is very long range, though. Boom. That's a lot of dashing. That is a lot of dashing. It's got like a power spike window. It's like it's got like this window of opportunity where it seems like the best strategy would be to run away from the Crystal Reaper while it has this big circle. Because basically, if you try to combat somebody inside that big giant circle, you're in for a bad time. So I think the key strategy to fighting the Crystal Reaper is just don't fight inside the circle. You know, run away from the circle, don't try to out DPS, because you're not going to out DPS that. You're just going to have to force them to leave the circle, basically. And as long as you get them as long as you force them to leave the circle, you should have the upper hand, because that makes their E is completely useless outside of this circle here, if that makes sense. So we can have a little bit of educational content in the middle of this. Why not? You know? Alright, so there's my 20-second cooldown. I'm going to pop some defensives here, because I'm getting kind of low. Now, okay, level 67, I'll take it. What I'd like to do is get this Crystal Reaper to level 100. And then I'll move on to hammers. And I think I might just try to skip hammers with combat fame credits, because who has the time to work with hammers, you know, in the black zone? I don't think it's worth it. There's definitely better weapons to do PvE with than hammers. So we'll see. So how's your day going? I hope your day is going well. I'm supposed to give you a password by the end of this recording, so I'm thinking about it. But content's been going pretty well for me lately. I'm pretty happy with my content. I'd like to continue doing this. I did kind of have to force myself to make this video today, just to be totally honest, because I didn't really feel like doing all this, but I made a commitment to do at least 30 episodes of this, so hopefully by the end of the 30 episodes we'll see how people like it. If they don't, they don't, you know, whatever. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder how the Crystal Reaper affects your other cooldowns. It seems like it might. Hitting at least one enemy. Reduce the cooldown of your weapon abilities. It seems good. You just don't want to fight them inside their circle. And it's really, the thing about it is, like, this is really bad for PvP. This is, like, really, really bad for PvP. Because look at this. It's like, you can tell right away that you don't want to be inside the big blue circle. So, all you have to do is avoid the circle. You know? Unless it's unless you're, like really committed to trying to fight, all you would have to do is run away from the circle, and then you'd be pretty good. So, Crystal Reaper, not very threatening in PvP for sure. Okay, I'm kind of getting used to the button presses here. Because you got to weave in your auto attacks, and you got to weave in the dashing. So it is a little bit technical. It feels a bit like you need some decent micro mechanics to play. But again, if you're playing against somebody smart, who has a clue what they're doing, they're just going to bait you away from your circle. And that's all they would have to do. I've already used 2 mil silver. Ha 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 ha. Of course I have. Alright, I'm on my way to this next boss lair. I'm just going to stop for empowered mobs. Let's see. How are we doing on time? We're at 9 minutes. Alright, well, episodes only need to be 10 minutes as far as I'm concerned. But let's keep it going for a little bit longer. Let's finish this boss lair at least. I'm looking for some empowered mobs or empowered... Is this person going to chase me? No, they're not chasing. Okay. Good. I don't necessarily want to lose my 10 million gear, but... Oh, come on. Just let me have that. Why can't I have nice things? So that's a little trick. If you have the emergency shield, the energetic shield on your helmet, you can pop your shield and then use your mount. And it's like a guaranteed you get to use your mount again. So that's kind of cool. I like that little trick there. So now we're going to do a little bit more fighting, and then we'll call the episode and we'll give you your password. All right. So the password for this episode is Ivy. If you leave a comment with your character name, your server, and the word Ivy, I will enter your name for a random chance of winning 5 million silver. And that'll be my way of thanking you for making it all the way through the video. So thank you so much. The password is Ivy. So be sure to leave that comment, and we will get you your entry for the giveaway. Oh no, my undead cape went off. That blows. That blows really hard, man. Come on. My stupid undead cape killed this. Get that mercenary jacket on. Oh, he's doing his thing. Spinning around. There we go. 74,000. I'll take that. And level 68 Crystal Reaper. That's the perfect time to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with the password. And yeah, I will see you back here with more next time. Take care.